Hi everyone, we're going to talk about lifestyle, or what we can do to really affect a change. So we're not going backwards with this artery disease. People who have serious complications are going to start to look this way. For myself personally, it happened when I was young because I wanted to make those changes, and the key is that you want to do it. So when you're looking through the other information on the website, it's telling you reasons why, because normally we'd say, well, fish is the best thing on the planet to eat. But research tells us the total opposite, because we're living in a polluted planet. Things have been damaged. David Suzuki in the 80s was telling us about pollution, and they go to the furthest ice cap, they pull out the ice core in the poles, and what do they find? DDT and heavy metals. And the salmon, which the bears are catching, the wild salmon, they have problems. It's not farm salmon. This is years ago with wild salmon. They found problems in the waters there. So the problem has been building for quite some time, and there is less of a problem when it comes to the fruits and the vegetables. There's still an issue, and they're cutting corners with technology on our health, and it's ruining people's health. But it's more of an issue where we find disease in the animal kingdom. If we go to fruit and vegetables, we're going straight to this, and plus cutting out the plant oil. We can get a little cheap container like this, fill it up with fruit for one meal. Some nuts and seeds can go with it. 3 to 4 combinations, that's all we want. We don't want lots of combinations, and we know we've done well. We've got to make it enjoyable though, and we've got to want it. Then on the other meal we're going to have vegetables. Fill it right up. Combination 3, as we said. But we want to have the colours of the fruit and vegetables throughout the week. And I would suggest organic beetroot would be a very good way to go. So there's certain foods that have strength that are known to help us with certain diseases, and so we'll try to put those up as time goes by. It takes time to do everything, but where we can, we're trying to help you make the very best choices, and making changes takes an awful long time. It can be like a monkey on the back. You know what that means. It's like a drug addict. Food can be addictive, our habits are addictive, and changing them is very hard. So we might want to get out a whiteboard, and on that whiteboard we put down what our aims are, what we're going to do with our diet, make a plan, and we want to change one habit a month. Maybe we didn't achieve it. Let's go for 2 months. Maybe we still didn't achieve it. Let's go for 3. Let's do it until we get dietary things down to a fairly good result. I'm not saying a perfect result, a fairly good result that we can be happy with. You need to be happy with yourself. You really know in your heart when you're going to be eating well and what the difference is. So we're not talking about lots of little meals through the day. That's part of the problem as well, because we talked about, there is going to be a video given about how the stomach operates. We want to have water half an hour before the meal, 1 hour after the meal, not to interfere with salivary amylase, and we want to have nothing taken between the meals, because we're giving the machinery a rest, a chance. We're not overworking the pancreas or the stomach, and so by this we're increasing the efficiency of our bodies. A lifestyle factor is something that really increases circulation. Now, Cadel Esselstyn would suggest to his patients that all we're going to concentrate in is on diet. I do understand that, because it's hard to concentrate on everything at once, and he found a problem trying to get people involved in other things as well. So to really get somewhere, we need to have exercise in there, half an hour walk. We might want to after we've decided to move on, we can make a chart, and we're just going to concentrate on our exercise program. With that, we can concentrate on deep breathing, posture, the pace at which we're going to walk, a variety of exercises. So we're building things up over time. Have a month. If you're not getting it on a month, then you increase to a next month, to another month, until we get it. When you fall off the horse, you get back on it again. Things are going to change. You're going to try and do a routine, and it's going to get mucked up. It nearly every time that's going to happen. There's something to get in the way, but you get back on it until, because this is vital for people's health, whether they're diabetic, they've got cancer. This is the lifeline, the blood flow and the blood quality to make it right. So we can look at exercise, we can add that, deep breathing, getting the oxygen in. We're going to help that by taking the fats and oils, concentrates that are added to foods, out of the foods. We don't want to put butters and things. We want to substitute that where possible. And I mean, out there they could substitute it. The market's so big that they're not going to substitute it. We have to do it, unfortunately, for ourselves. It's not something they're going to help us with. So we can look at our rest patterns. We can look at our work patterns. The body needs to rest. And most of all, we need willpower. But there's got to be a desire. I want to do it. So by wanting to do it, it's going to make it very easy. So when we read the material as to the why it's a problem, what we can do about it, and start to change tastes, then it's going to get us there much easier. If we don't understand why, if we want to remain ignorant, then that is a choice that we take, but we want to have not going to dementia, not going to erectile dysfunction, being able to, as we get older, function well and enjoy life still. I'm sure we can. It's more than just what we're putting in the mouth. So to make life enjoyable, we kick in with these lifestyle factors, because the body has been dehydrated, abused on unnatural stimulants. It's not been getting minerals that it needs. It's been killing the DNA. And so we have an issue in which it's going to take time to pick up. And before we pick up, we go down before we go up. There can be a healing crisis, and that often is the way. But if we really want it, we're going to get it. And it could be months of going through trauma. It could be a whole year before we start to see sunshine. But let us know where we're going. We've put up some evidences here. We've seen blood vessel disease, damaged arteries, restored back to normal arteries. Those people were on a very rigid routine, but they were just putting in what they always needed. That is, the fruits and vegetables as God-given from the ground, and it's restoring minerals, hydrating the body. We need to get a good salt in there for good blood. So it doesn't matter whether it's sea salt, it's what's in the salt. Has it got good concentrate of magnesium like Celtic sea salt? Some people are using the Himalaya salt. So a good quality salt helps with the blood, and there's a lot of information that is against that, but just using our brains here, it's about the minerals that is in it, and the minerals help make up the DNA, enzyme function, making up electrical signals in the body. So there's so many different things that they're doing, and if we become deficient in this wise, then we're going to start to have problems. So lifestyle, I'll write it so you can whiteboard it and start to do it yourself. And I want to encourage you to not be discouraged. It's going to take time, and it's going to take willpower, and it's going to take want to, and it's going to take you. But I'm here to support you. That's why I've got the website up here, is to support people in their endeavours to have a healthy lifestyle, because usually those people who want it have gone through quite a bit of pain and suffering, and they want to get out of it. They want to have something different. They want to enjoy their life again. And I believe it's possible to do it. It takes time to do it, because over a long time things have been deteriorating. I hope you find great benefits, and be sure to contact.